Hello there.
Hello there, my Dragon Knights. Overall, my Dragon Ken. Yes, I know, I was just using the exact same OB1 thing that probably will catch your interest because I know how much people's freaking attention span fucking goes, shall we say. Because, oh hey, let's just, click on and move on. I know how y'all are, unless y'all don't freaking want to watch something that has hello there or any means, you just click off. But anyways, I know that's a little fucking harsh, but I think you get the gist. And yes, as you probably end up reading this, yes, I know. Dragon is just so late about. I know, I'm sorry, I had a lot of other stuff going on. Plus, I had some videos publishing now as well. But anywho, as always, if you like the show, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and don't share. And also, we're on the road for 20K. Hopefully before the end of 2028. 2028 at most, or 2027. I will say no later than 2027. I keep forgetting how far I set the goal. But anyways, here is at least the article from Polygon. I know probably not really great, and of course been published by Patricia Henderson about 6 days ago. I do apologize. So yes, I know I'm very late, but here is this one. Nintendo sues Reddit mod for 4.5 million. It says it nowhere near enough money for harm costs. Nintendo says the amount is reasonable and it could be asking way more money. But yes, that is at least from right there, as you know in pricing. But I know, and I know, you know, they know, everybody knows, your grandma, your whole family tree knows. Just a simply way of saying it, this Reddit mod, it should have at least lawyered up. That's all I'm gonna end up saying. Anyways, to the next one. As usual, I'll post a picture of it right about now. On Reddit, there is a bustling community dedicated for piracy on Nintendo Switch with more than 238,000 subscribers and thousands of active users at any moment. Excuse me. The subredditor encouraged fans to support their favorite developers financially, but anyone who frequents it could, in theory, again, key word here, in theory. Sorry, I cannot do gamepads. That's just a theory. Game theory. Although I do definitely miss you, game map pad. But hey, good to you for at least passing the torch there, alright? Sorry, it's just one of those little things I want to at least say. But anyways, find privacy resources on how it illegally obtain games for the Nintendo Portable, but the Japanese company isn't just standing by and allowing piracy to happen out in the open. Yeah, like that's how it fucking happened, because guess what? This is freaking Nintendo doing its own thing like they always do. I'm gonna try to keep things a little bit more professional because I know I can swear like a sailor. But anywho, in early October, Nintendo filed a motion against James Artbox Williams, an alleged community leader who copied, distributed, and promoted Nintendo Switch piracy into a wide audience. In relationship, Nintendo is seeking 4.5 million in damages from Williams. I wonder how in the hell they gonna freaking get that much, even though this Redditor, of course, I don't use Reddit at all. And I know how much Reddit has bad apples, some of it has good apples, because I do have searched up at least a couple things there, and some of it did really help. So, but again, I don't know how in the hell they're going to freaking get $4.5 million from Williams, even though Williams should fucking lawyered up by this. But anyways, probably I'm like, cut out some things, but I'll probably go right back to it. But anyways, the number is somewhere speculative. Yeah, again, another keyword, speculative, excuse me. In the sense of Nintendo, it is not urging that the company suffered 4.5 in losses. Rather, it arrived that number by looking at a familiar case like the one involving Bungie and anti-cheat makers, where the Washington-based company was awarded millions in damages. Here, the amount of money of significant is really NOA's injury would be extremely difficult to qualify, but it is indisputable that its amount would be large, the filing records. Therefore, the money at stake at this motion is nowhere near amount would compensate NOA for the serious of defendants' conduct. Okay, but yeah, I can definitely say this one for myself, but yeah, I kind of see where this is going, but still, and I know a lot of others already freaking said it, but if you want to read the rest, I'll probably like posting up a little bit more up there, but I'll definitely probably at least get to the actual meeting stuff, but yeah, it's not quite surprising, even though, here's a freaking thing, Nintendo. Emulation is legal, and I know I posted this, and at least in the Harmon Smith Salt video, your lawyers did say, and quote-unquote, emulation is legal. It's legal. And how you know if it's actually true, this is actually pirated versions of this. Again, Nintendo, of course, it's not quite surprising. Also, last time I know, thanks to Fritinga Blaze, it actually showed that you got fucking hacked with the hackers, and of course I'll probably end up like showing a screenshot of that. That was bound to happen one way or another. And yeah, I know about the fanboys are going to freaking defend this because oh well, it's just this or whatever the fucking excuses are. But anyways, I'm just kind of be out of that realm and more, but still doing semi-salt because, well, I'm just doing like news. But anywho, I think that's just basically it. The file claims that Williams sent thousands of messages on Reddit to order users direct them to piracy websites, at times offering technical support for issues fans might encounter while attempting to mod their Switch. Williams reportedly asked for donations, and there it is, right there. Yep. I'm sorry about that. That gets you screwed. Of course, if you get a little greedy, you should know the repercussions. Not quite surprising. I'm just saying. But anyways, of Nintendo eShop gift cards in exchange for his services. The Japanese company would believe that Williams created, operated, supported, and promoted privacy websites that allowed users to download exclusive libraries of Nintendo Switch games. But again, I'll leave like the rest up there if you want to read the last paragraph. But I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way down to at least the one that I'm kind of going. Again, here's another screenshot if you want to read, because I know probably most are like a little bit busy, and I get that, and I'm probably just like, okay, I'm just going to move on with like X, Y, and Z and have this in the background, and that's perfectly fine. I welcome that. But, you know, for those who are probably definitely watching, I will definitely leave a screenshot. But, yeah. But the rest of this, I don't know if it actually gets into it or just does that. But anyways, I'll get to at least the second paragraph and the last bottom of the article. I will leave this on the description below. Nintendo generally wins lawsuits of this nature, but not without some unexpected twists and consequences in September 2025. I swear, 2020s are fucking up, or just the glitchiest ones. Because it's always like, we're getting good things, but yeah, we're taking a lot more out. A Switch modder tried to fight Nintendo without an actual lawyer. And see, and there you go, right there. Only to be fined $2 million. Perhaps the most infamous legal battle involved with a man, Gray Bowser. Oh boy, yeah, Gray Bowser. Even though I know, if you know it, then I know it. And I think everybody knows about that one, about Gray Bowser. But anyways, who was sent to prison over his involvement with piracy websites. Bowser will likely spend the rest of his life paying Nintendo back over the lawsuit. Yeah, I don't know why my fucking mouse is doing something. Over back with a lawsuit, monthly payments, while still incarcerated. Bowser claimed that Nintendo received 25 checks from his remorseful, intended to spook other people and attempt to privacy themselves. In case involving Williams, Nintendo mandated that the 4.5 million is compensated figures that is not nearly funded to that it could be Nintendo has elected not to seek the salary damages for Williams DMCA anti-tracking violations, even though such damages could receive several $1 million. The filing record, excuse me, as the future gesture of reasonableness. NOA also has elected not to pursue recovery of its attorney fees and costs, which is entitled. It continues, but yeah. There is like some more here that you can probably watch, and there is very much there. So, but yeah, like I said, I think this is like where it is. I'll definitely leave this polygon in the link description. This article in the link description below. But yeah, you kind of got the gist. And also, Williams, thanks to Fritinga, because he actually got a little bit more in depth into that video, but about this. But yeah, and of course. It just seems that, oh hey bro, I am a lawyer, so you don't have to go up and actually attend to, which you can get screwed. Here's the thing, no matter if it's false or accurate, lawyer the fuck up, okay? Because you will be safer than sorry, because actual legal teams can at least, from what I understand, it is their job, and it's best to say it's better just to lawyer up than not be sorry at all, like Williams freaking did. Although it's not quite surprising to me at all that, except for listening to the actual lawyer saying, hey, lawyer up, do it. But rather listen to these freaking pretend lawyers saying, oh yeah, actually I do know the law, even though it's all in the fucking heads. And that's what happened. You get yourself screwed every single goddamn time. If you do this, you should at least lawyer it up. That should be like your #1 priority, despite your Reddit buddies. You should have lawyered up, no matter what the cost is. Lawyer up, and if it ever does come, and if it's just false, it can just bypass. But just please don't do the stupid here. But it's not quite so surprising. Even I know at least Blast, I forget the rest of the name. He's actually into school of lawyership. So even if he watches this, like, yeah, you should just lawyer it up. And of course, I know at least Legal Mindset and a lot of others would definitely say lawyer up just to be on the safe side. And it's just a advice that you should have done. Now, I don't know where this story goes or ends, but yeah, like I said, there's just like lots of it, like right in there. But there's not much else I can say here. So as always, if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Definitely share. Will help out a lot, so that way we can get on the road like that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. As always, farewell for now. My Dragon Knights, Dragon Wars, and Dragon Kin like. This is Dragon Knight, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage, signing out.